Okay, we're live on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. We are live, and in about a minute we'll begin.
Sure.
Okay, so let's get started. So what we'll do is I'll do a quick round of introduction, introduce Nishigandha, and then we get into decoding Nishigandha's journey. So welcome to Leadership Narratives, everyone. All those watching us now and those who may catch us, catch the recorded version later. So Leadership Narratives, it's a live platform where we believe in fostering change from within. It's powered by Samaksh Holistic Wellness. The basic purpose is to inspire individuals to shape their own narratives and make a meaningful impact in their world. So if you've been following our journey, you know that in our live talks, we delve into the stories of exceptional individuals. Our aim is to empower others to craft powerful narratives that drive significant change through their life's purpose. I'm thrilled to introduce you to yet another inspiring leader, Nishigandha Kulkarni, a true powerhouse in the field of leadership and organizational development. With 20 years of experience in HR and L&D, Nishigandha has left an indelible mark on the industry. Her journey spans across esteemed organizations such as RCOM, Raymond, Suzlon, and prestigious leadership roles, including head HR and business head at Lakme Lever as well, and CHRO at Wellness Forever Medicare. Currently, she serves as the head of HR at Iscon Balaji Foods. Nishigandha's expertise extends across diverse industries, including IT, telecom, manufacturing, FMCG, FMHG, renewable energy, pharma, and retail. She describes herself as a transformational leader with a core focus on change management. Passionate about fostering people and organizational growth, Nishigandha achieves this through various avenues, including talent development, counseling, coaching, succession planning, leadership development, employee engagement, and organizational culture building. So, Nishigandha, welcome to Leadership Narratives. Before we delve into your remarkable journey, is there anything you would like to share with our live audience?
So, first of all, thanks, Akshay. Thanks for making me part of this entire journey because it's a very beautiful journey which you have started. And, at some point of time, I would really want to know that what inspired you to, start this podcast. So,
Right, right,
that's something
right.
which I really want to know.
Yeah,
Thanks for making me part of your wonderful journey.
excellent. Thank you, Nishigandha, for being here. So let's get started. The first question is very close to my heart, which is I love to decode stories. So Nishikanda, what's your story? You could could you provide a brief overview of your journey, what you enjoy doing, and how do you stay aligned with your life's path?
So the one thing throughout my journey is the high energy. I really do not know from where I get that energy, but it's in fact my daughters call me a hyperactive kid. So so that's something is always there. But then if I have to talk about my professional journey, Akshay, so I got married very early. So immediately after my graduation, I got married. I had two beautiful daughters, and that's how I had actually started my personal life, enjoying my life. Husband was doing pretty good, so
Yes.
enjoying with the kids and all. Till the time it just hit me that. So my father asked me a question that you have done your BSc in statistics and you're pursuing your masters, and what next? What do you want to do in your life? Is it
Right.
that you
Right.
want to just be a homemaker? Think about it.
Right.
That really shook me, and I decided to pursue my career. Started my journey as a behavioral trainer in way back in November 2005 to be precise. And within 70 I guess 16 years from a behavioral trainer, I could reach to the CHRO position.
Right.
uh, so that's something, in a nutshell, I can say that's my
Yes.
journey. uh,
Absolutely. I think.
yes.
No, no, very,
And
very inspirational.
yeah. Uh, so I enjoyed my housewife stint as well. I must say that.
Right.
But then
Right. Right.
once I got into this professional journey, I started
Correct.
enjoying it
Correct.
more. And
Absolutely.
then I felt that till now I was just impacting two lives at home, two little
Correct.
girls. Now I can actually impact more and more number of people, and I can have the impact on them. So
Correct.
that's
Correct.
how I enjoyed my journey till now.
Excellent. Excellent. And that's what matters, right? I think sometimes those crucial questions, that just help us transform and move ahead in life.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. My next question was almost it's linked to what you mentioned, your father's question, which is bachelor's in statistics, completed course in textile designing.
Yeah.
So while you mentioned that that question helped you, but we would like to know more about what led you to transition into the realm of HR. What inspired you to move into the field of people and organizational development? Why HR? Why not say anything else?
Sure. So, if you will ask me, I had not planned anything, to be very honest. When I started my journey as a behavioral trainer, the first thing which was important was, the timing, the location, everything was in favor of me.
Correct.
Um, that's how I started, and then I felt that this is something which I enjoy, right? Conducting trainings, interacting with people, having that. So I just was enjoying my journey, to be very honest. uh, till 2015, I literally enjoyed my journey. I had a lot of career progressions till then.
Right.
However, my aim was like, whatever is coming on my way, I should enjoy. I should not say no to anything, and I should keep on learning. So somewhere back, back in 2005, 2006 itself, I had decided that I should keep on learning and I should keep on adding value to myself. So
Correct.
somewhere every year, I used to add at least one certification or one training course or some new learning in my entire, journey.
Right.
So BSc statistics, that's because I love numbers, I love data analytics, that I enjoyed a lot.
Right.
From there, when I started actually as a trainer, I realized that psychology is something which is very important. So I moved
Absolutely.
into the MSc psychology, and then related to that, textile, yes. Like any other confused kid at that age. Um, creativity is something pulls me
Right.
towards it, but at the same
Correct.
time, the numbers, fascinates me.
Right.
With that balance, it was like my dad actually was very open in all these things. So he said, okay, fine, you
Right.
pursue your BSc statistics at the same time. You pursue your textile designing from Rachna Sunset. Both
Oh,
my
nice.
colleges were very nearby, so I could do that. And I
Correct.
did my textile designing. After that, I did my fashion designing as well. Worked in the field as a freelance designer for 5 years.
Oh,
And
nice.
when I actually started my this journey of a trainer and all, and slowly and gradually that transition happened. Reliance Communication gave me the a lot of exposure. So being a part of the L&D team, but however, my HOD, he used to take care of performance management and entire talent gamut.
Right.
So whenever any project used to come, he used to say that we all need to chip in, we all need to work together. Learning kept on happening, handled various profiles in Reliance.
Correct.
And in 2015, actually, when this question hit me by one of the senior coaches in the industry, what next, Nishi? You have reached to the global leadership development head position. What next in your life?
Correct.
That was the second time I, got into the deep thinking
Correct.
process, and that
Correct.
helped me to plan the rest of the
Right.
journey.
Right. Excellent. Excellent. What I'm getting is your interest in numbers, statistics, then creativity through designing. I think it's all of that has helped you in your career, in your role, because HR obviously it's all about creating journeys, employee journeys, learning
Yes,
journeys, and obviously analysis is a part of the HR operations. So I
right.
think that's been an excellent journey so far. So what has been that motto? Could you share your life motto with us and elaborate on how it guides your daily actions and decisions?
Oh wow. So something when actually I just want to narrate one incident in my life which was a real life changing incident for me. At the age of 17, actually, I underwent a very major surgery wherein doctors had given up complete hopes. And my mother was very a strong lady. She said that any which ways you have given up the hopes, I'm signing, you just go ahead with the surgery. Let's see whatever happens.
Correct, correct,
More than 48 hours, I was in coma. And after that recovery, somewhere I felt that, I have got this, life back. It is for some purpose.
correct.
And at the age of 17, first time, I actually started thinking about the purpose of life. And I could understand that, when God has given me my life back, there must be something that He is expecting from me. How can I give it back? Right. And since then, always focus was that how can I give back to the society? And in 2018, when I became the head of HR for Lakme Lever, that was the time actually the entire leadership team, we went through a exercise of writing a personal mission.
Oh, okay.
And that was a beautiful, exercise, I must say. So I actually wrote my personal mission, and that was something, I just want to read it out that
Sure,
I will
sure.
continue learning, use my knowledge and learning to contribute to the larger social causes by bringing about a learning agile and performance driven culture in my organization wherever I work.
Correct.
So something I felt that if I am as a leader, if I'm able to identify what are the strengths in people and focus on that and help them to develop those
Correct.
skills, uh, half the work done, right?
Excellent.
People,
Yes.
because every individual has some potential. It's our job as leaders to find out what is they are skilled in, and accordingly you can assign the responsibilities. Typically what happens is we hire people for the role and then we start actually looking for those skills in them. So rather than
Correct.
if you can look for the skills and accordingly assign a role, that would be a great thing. At Lakme, I got that opportunity to giving back to the society because we were training people on the skills to become the hairdresser, a skin therapist, a
Right.
trainer, and all. And we were giving employments, we were creating livelihoods for people. So that was something really, I enjoyed that
Correct.
journey. And
Correct.
since then, yes, the focus is completely on that.
Excellent. Excellent. Very nice. So
If I
this
just
this
add to it, Akshay,
yeah.
I would request the people, whoever are watching this session. So there is a video by Dr. Mr. Robin Sharma.
Yes.
It's on personal mastery.
Okay.
Please watch that video on personal mastery. It's beautiful, and if we all are able to follow those learnings,
Correct.
life will be
Absolutely.
completely different.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. So all those watching us, do watch Robin Sharma's video on personal mastery. And yes, I am a personal fan of Mr. Robin Sharma.
That's
So I
great.
think I'll definitely watch that. Right. So your personal mission, obviously, it kind of reminds me of Shah Rukh Khan's dialogue कि कोई भी चीज अगर सच्चे दिल से चाहो तो सारी कायनात उसको आपसे मिलाने में जुड़ जाती है. Right? I think that
Absolutely.
that that I think that mission enabled you to walk on your path, and you're continuously walking on that path to date. So that's great.
Absolutely.
All right. So I think now let's kind of talk about how do you inculcate these learnings within your team. So as a leader, how do you encourage your team to think creatively and push beyond conventional boundaries?
Okay, this is something which is really interesting because me being a statistics student, that perfection is always there, right? So
Right.
somewhere
Right.
I'm a perfectionist,
Correct.
and I always look for that. It's never 99.99. It is always has to be 100, which
Right.
creates a lot of stress to me as well.
Correct. Correct.
However, one thing which I have learned, that if you give little bit of a freedom to your people, they would be
Correct.
able to do a great job.
Absolutely.
So, we is there any disturbance?
Yeah, there seems to be some disturbance. Yeah, now I think it's can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, long back, when I was a trainer, I was a senior trainer at that point of time. So, my first manager, he always used to do one thing. He used to tell me what is the output expected from me.
Right.
And then he
Right.
used to see, whenever I used to ask him, ये कैसे करना है? He would say, that is your lookout.
Yeah.
You know, you think about it, come back to me with a plan. Then we will
Correct.
think. So somewhere I felt that helped me to build my creativity and all. So the same thing actually I follow with my team members also. So I always
Right.
tell them that what is the project or what is the idea behind it, and I just
Correct.
allow them to develop the entire plan. Once I present the plan, then we curate that plan, and then we try to curate the actions and all. So if I have to give one example, right? So yesterday was an International Yoga Day. I
Right.
just happened to mention the team that let's plan a session for our people. It would be online session. You won't believe. I just gave that idea. The team has developed that idea to a level wherein we have a selfie booth created here
What
for the
nice.
International Yoga Day, and people are clicking pictures and they are enjoying. Actually,
Absolutely.
they organize the healthy snacks and a lot of other things. So probably I felt that giving that little bit of a freedom is important to people.
Absolutely.
Let them fail. It's okay. You have to be that safety cushion for them, and
Correct.
you see with your experience, your exposure, you
Right.
can manage those bit of a failures also. It's
Correct.
absolutely fine.
Right.
So that's how actually I work with my team. I give them that freedom, allow them to think and come back to me, and then I ensure that the plan is in place and we execute
Correct.
together.
Correct. Excellent. I think that's what matters, right? Even I agree that giving that free hand helps people to think out of the box and
Right.
keep taking
Right.
actions in the right direction.
Right.
Excellent. Now, speaking of directions, you briefly mentioned at the start about purpose. So, what are your thoughts on purposeful living? Now, for someone who, at the age of 17, you probably realized that what was your calling in life. So, do you believe that living with a clear sense of purpose enhances overall well-being? And how do you think purpose influences daily choices and long-term goals?
Akshay, I'm really sorry, but there is some disturbance. Is there?
Okay.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Sorry, my apologies.
No, no, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
So I'm really sorry, Akshay. If you can just repeat the question.
Sure, 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 sure. So what I was talking about was what are your thoughts on purposeful living, and do you believe that living with a clear sense of purpose enhances overall well-being, and how do you think purpose influences daily choices and long-term goals?
Okay. So, as I already mentioned that, writing the personal mission was a great, insightful, journey for me.
Correct, correct,
And that actually helped me. And, once you have your purpose in your life, you are able to align a lot of things in your life, your goal, the milestones which you want to achieve in your life. Yes, so that actually helps. And in Lakme, being a HR head, what we had done was when we were actually drafting the goal sheets of each and every employee. Before that, I actually took the management team of like 225 people who were like people managers and all
correct.
through the entire personal mission writing journey which
Nice.
I had experienced. I thought that they also should experience. And
Correct.
with the help of my leadership team, actually, we took them through that entire journey. They wrote that personal mission, and we made a personal mission to be a part of their goal sheet. Right. So it was always there that this is my personal mission, this is my organizational mission, and these are the goals and these are the expectations from me. I actually, and whenever I interacted with people, the feedback was this is a fascinating journey, and thanks for taking us through because this is like a lot of self exploration because there are a lot of things which you really don't know about yourself, and when you
Right.
start thinking about all, it helps you to actually think and write it down. And once you write it down, then probably it's always it gets engraved in your brain that okay, this is
Correct.
my personal mission and I need to work towards it. uh,
Absolutely.
so aligning your life, your goal, your day-to-day action to that, it actually helps when you write your personal mission. So
Correct. Correct. Does.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
have
Absolutely.
actually told my daughters also to write their personal mission. So I really spend the time with them so that
Right.
they can write it down, and that will help them to create, build their journey as well.
Absolutely. I mean, in my case, it took me about almost 38 to 40 years to realize my life's calling. So I think
Same
you're
here.
asking your kids to getting them to write the personal
Same
mission.
here.
Excellent.
Oh, my daughter, when she was in eighth standard, she told me very clearly that I will pursue 11th, 12th arts, and after that, I want to pick up a job, pick up a course that's the media and communication course from Symbiosis University
Oh,
itself.
excellent.
She was very
Excellent.
specific and clear. I said in eighth standard we never had that thought process or
Absolutely.
understanding as
Absolutely.
well and what all courses are available.
Yeah. Seriously.
But yeah,
Absolutely. And I think this the generation, there's a lot of exposure also. So I think that's
yes,
really great.
yes, yes.
All right. Thanks, Myresh, for your. All right. So moving on. Now I'll get you to talk about your experiences working with different industries. So, having worked across various industries such as FMCG, FMHG, Pharma, and Telecom, could you reflect on your experiences and perhaps share any personal favorites, explaining maybe why they stand out?
Sure, Akshay. So if you will ask me, all my stints were really great. I learned a lot and I enjoyed a lot. Uh, but obviously, Reliance being my first corporate job, and it was almost a 10-year journey. It's very core to my heart.
Correct.
Because in that organization, I started as a trainer, and I grew to the level of a sales capability head. That was the biggest achievement which I had. And throughout my journey, yes, there were like lots of ups and downs. um, However, I felt that it was a very very enriching and learning journey for me. uh, from L&D department to the corporate HR, from corporate HR to business. And in fact, the last 2 years of my journey at Reliance, I was a part of the sales team, business team,
Okay.
directly reporting into the business head. And I must say that, initially asking those basic stupid questions like, what is, GTM? From there to
Mhm.
creating, being a part of the AOPs and business
Correct.
discussions and all,
Correct.
it was a great learning.
Excellent.
Also, I was the one who actually started their the RCOM Value Awards,
Oh,
uh,
nice.
to drive the organizational values and culture. And at the annual awards, I was the recipient of the Value Champ Award and a change agent.
Excellent.
So somewhere I felt that that was a great journey and the
Right.
biggest achievement I had at Reliance.
Right.
After that, yes, Raymond, Suzlon, they played their role. Suzlon was again another, super journey because it was a completely different industry.
Correct.
I got an opportunity to travel across all the remote locations, getting that kind of an exposure, interacting with complete O&M people, people working at the sites and all. Uh, Fabulous journey. And then being a HR head of Lakme, yes, it had a different perspective altogether because Lakme being a part of Unilever, with the guiding principles, of Unilever, but then at the same time,
Right.
you have a free hand to do, carve out the initiatives for your
Correct.
organization.
Correct.
And it was my first stint as a complete head of HR.
Oh, nice.
So I really enjoyed that because we started from designing the vision, mission, values
Correct.
of the organization, employer branding, employee value proposition,
Oh,
PMS, the way I said that, personal mission writing
correct.
exercise.
Correct.
It was a fabulous journey. And those 3.5 years, again, I learned a lot because HUL has very good people policies and structures
Right.
and all.
Right.
That was a wonderful learning, I must say. Yeah,
Excellent. Excellent. So we'll get you to kind of delve deeper into it. So we're keen
sure.
to hear about 2 to 3 intriguing experiences from your HR journey. And then since you worked on culture and values, we would want it with a particular emphasis on culture and values.
Okay, so Akshay, somewhere culture, values, ethics is very core to my heart.
Right.
Probably, and I firmly believe that it comes from your family
Correct.
upbringing.
Absolutely.
It always it actually starts with that. So for me, it's a very core and close to heart kind of a thing, and that's where at RCOM I had started that initiative, and I could actually achieve the award myself at the annual function. It was a surprise to me. But yes, our CEO, he had announced that. But if I have to talk about the culture and value journey, uh, at Lakme, when I just mentioned that, we started with the vision, mission, values kind of a thing.
Correct.
Uh, I always felt that, these are not the things which can be written in the corporate office and asked people across that, okay, this is your vision, mission, and value, and you just need to follow it. It's
Correct.
not that way.
Absolutely.
It has to be
Absolutely.
from the down, it should come that, these are my values, these are my
Right.
organization values. So
Absolutely.
actually, my CEO, Mr. Pushkarash, and I, we got into the lot of focus group discussion with various stratas in the organization, from the front line, from our franchisee partners to our people. We must have conducted more than 15 focus group discussions, and through all those focus group discussions we got a lot of learnings that how our people are looking at the organization.
Correct.
What is the current status and how they want to look at the organization, what are their expectations from the organization, and that's how you are going to build the culture of the organization.
Correct.
So after gathering those inputs, then we designed our organizational vision, mission, statement. Also the values were, we got from our people. We just refined it, you can say.
Correct. Correct.
And during the annual cascade event, we actually had a proper launch of the vision, mission, and values. For every value, I had created a small video or some
Oh, nice.
activity wherein people would actually do that activity, and then they would be able to understand what does this value mean really, right? When we unveiled all these values, people were super excited because somewhere at the back of the mind they had that pride that I have contributed in designing this vision, mission, values.
Correct.
So I'm part of it. It's not that कि मतलब मेरे सर पे थोप दिया जा रहा है types, right? Because
Absolutely. Absolutely.
people were like, no, 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 I have contributed. I was a part of that entire intervention. And somewhere when I was actually conducting these focus group discussions, there's a time I realized that there were a lot of growth stories within the organization.
Correct.
However, we had not put it together.
Right.
So then I came up with the idea of EVP, Employer Value Proposition. My CEO and me, we discussed, and we decided to create a video. Both of us together, actually, we wrote the script for the entire video in
Oh,
Hindi as well
excellent.
as English. We just got the help of the agency to create a scribing video,
Correct.
and we published it. And then people were actually trying to relate to these stories. अरे ये मेरा area manager का story ऐसा ही है. My
Right.
franchisee partner is like this. Uh, and we could
Excellent.
actually see a lot of change in the organization. We could build that culture of belongingness,
Right.
and we could control attrition, so retention was
Correct.
also attained by this. So
Correct.
I feel that culture is built by the people. It is not a top down approach. It
Absolutely.
has to be everybody's contribution
Correct.
working towards the same goal.
Correct.
And yes, it is very close to my heart. Akshay, in my life, yes,
Right.
I have taken very you know you can say very hard calls basis the value clashes or the
Right.
cultural clashes
Correct.
as well.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Excellent. And I think that's the beauty of being in the human resources
yes.
department. Right? I mean, it's not just a department; it's the entire organization.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of things are dependent on the human resource department because
Correct.
it starts with the recruitment itself, right? That how
Right.
you are
Absolutely.
interacting with each and every candidate. It starts with that.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
culture gets
Absolutely.
depicted from that level itself.
Correct. Absolutely. Everything is about people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So I think speaking of which, in your opinion, how will AI revolutionize the HR landscape in the coming years? What, according to you, are some of the emerging trends that industry leaders need to anticipate within the next 3 years?
Okay. So if I have to talk about AI revolution, because when actually AI started, people had a lot of ifs and buts, and people were
Correct.
like, there was a lot of a fear overall that AI is going to take away our jobs and all.
Correct.
It's not that AI is going to take away your job. It's the people who have upgraded their skills and who have learned, they are going to take away your job. So if you
Correct.
are not
Correct.
ready to upgrade
Right.
yourself, you will lose your job.
Right.
That's for
Absolutely.
sure. um, so I am completely in line with the digitalization automation, thanks to Reliance Communication, because they were way ahead in all these things. So
Right.
since 2000 I got that opportunity to work on LMS and HRMS and
Oh
all
wow.
that. Somewhere, and I feel that you need to be in line with the market trends. You should be
Absolutely.
aware of what is coming next. So somewhere, yes, we should be able to take the benefit of AI, because that will help you to actually reduce the mundane, the transactional work.
Right.
And you will get, a lot of time, your bandwidth will get freed to, do a lot of creative work, right? Which is
Correct.
a
Correct.
human mind can do and should do. So, somewhere I feel that that way we need to use AI.
Right.
Maybe in
Absolutely.
HR, drafting the policies, drafting, the processes, or shortlisting your profiles and CVs, and from there, what not actually you can do.
Correct.
So probably the base is given by AI, and then on that base you can build a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And now it is actually helping. So, in one of my assignments as a consultant, I was working on the organization structure and the JDs for that organization,
Right.
right? And AI actually helped me a lot in that, because I was getting a lot of insights that, okay, in this industry, even if you talk about a finance controller job, right? But then
Correct.
industry wise, there would be a lot of changes, a lot of additional values or additional
Absolutely.
responsibilities they are supposed to do. So that helped me a lot
Right.
actually to gain knowledge and understand, and then probably you can refine it.
Correct.
In next 3 years, if I have to say, what should be the
Right.
focus?
Right.
The HR fraternity needs to be more agile and more responsive, because
Right.
as the now, we were talking about millennials and Gen Z and
Right.
all.
Right.
Now, as
Right.
in the new generation is joining. Uh, they expect very clear, straight answers, policies.
Right.
So I guess we need to be prepared to handle that kind of a talent, and we need to prepare, ourselves, that how are we going to handle their questions, and before actually answering their question, how can we provide that information to them?
Correct.
So being
Absolutely.
proactive, that is more important. Also, something, invest your more energy into the mental and physical well-being of people, because that's something now which is very important.
Right.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Looking at the entire startup culture, competition has increased a lot. So
Right.
the mental
Right.
stress, the physical stress has, increased.
Right.
We used to talk about the work-life balance. Gone are the days when now people talk
Yeah.
about the work-life balance. People are
Correct.
becoming so competitive that they want to deliver on, Sunday, Saturday. They won't look at
Correct.
that.
Correct.
How,
Correct.
being the custodians of people, how you are going to help and support people in helping them to do the manage the mental and physical well-being.
Correct. Absolutely.
That is also important, and at the same time embracing the AI and revolutionary, softwares or the tools which are coming up, which will
Correct.
help you to reduce your transactional work, and which will give you the time to invest more on these initiatives and,
Correct.
actions. That's something
Right.
which I feel.
Correct. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. So I think all that is needed is obviously agility. Connect
Yes,
with people so that you understand their pulse and embracing the new technology. That's what
absolutely.
is
And also, Akshay, we should be ready to learn from the new gen.
correct. Absolutely.
uh,
Absolutely.
at times we get into the ego that I have so many years of experience, and this young kid is trying to teach me, but these young kids are
Correct.
smart, way smarter than
Correct.
us. So we
Correct.
should be open to learn.
Right.
That's something, I really urge
Correct.
the entire HR fraternity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember in one of my ex companies, our CEO had introduced reverse mentoring,
Yes,
and we had very few takers for it. Obviously, for the same reasons, अरे हमारे पास बहुत experience है. ये बच्चे क्या सिखाएंगे? But actually, it worked because I think
absolutely.
uh, the newer generation is able to kind of embrace technology quicker and faster. Right?
Yes. They
Does
are
help.
more creative.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Also, they have that. So I'll tell you, it just last week, it happened that my daughter, she was on vacation, so just she just happened to visit our office premises.
Right.
And when she was moving around, she just figured it out that outside our conference room there was an open area which was like unutilized space, just one
Correct.
printer at the corner. She just looked at it and she came back and she told me that uh, this is the unutilized space. Any which ways you are not going to put up the workstations or anything.
Correct.
Why don't you
Correct.
convert this area into a recreation zone?
Wow. Excellent.
Immediately she drew the entire stuff, like, you can put up a bookshelf here, you can buy books, you can have the bean bags and this and that and all that stuff.
Correct.
And I'm very happy that this idea was appreciated by my CEO and my CEO. And today we
Excellent.
are launching our cozy corner.
Oh, excellent. Kudos to her creativity.
Yeah, so we should be open to actually their advices, their viewpoints, listening to their viewpoints.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
important.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right. So now that we've kind of spoken about HR, now what over your 20 plus years in people and organizational development, uh, what challenges have you faced regarding growth and how did you navigate them?
Something, I learned a very hard way that when you are working in the organization, when you are in the professional setup,
Right.
uh, all are your colleagues. You
Correct.
can't have friends at a workplace. That's something which I learned very hard way, because
Correct.
being a very open, chirpy, bubbly character, I used to talk to everyone, I used to share everything and all, and then I realized that okay, people backstab as well. Typically it happens that you see your reflection in other people, right? And when you think
Correct.
that I'm not going to harm anyone, so you feel that nobody is going to harm me.
Correct.
But that's not the way. However, setting up the goals, writing down the milestones, what I want to do in next 5 years, which all skills I want to add to myself, which are those training programs I aspire to do, and where do I see myself every now and then, asking those questions and creating those milestones, and ticking those milestones that actually help me to stay on the track. um, Thanks to a lot of the leaders with whom I worked, because every now and then they kept on poking me, asking questions and all, and that actually helped me to plan my career, my overall journey.
Correct.
Yeah, and I actually feel that I owe a lot to these leaders who actually helped me to reach to this level. One thing, Akshay, I follow in my life, I happen to mention that at the age of 17, I had that
Right.
fit.
Right.
Since then, I practice
Okay.
one thing on a daily basis, that's a gratitude. So in the morning, when I wake up, before opening my eyes, I practice gratitude, because none of us are aware that whether I'm going to see tomorrow's
Correct.
sunrise,
Absolutely.
right? And
Absolutely.
if we are able to see that, that's a great thing. So we should be thankful to that.
Right.
Um, Somewhere I started practicing gratitude from that age, and that also helped me. So whatever, so at times we say that there are negative experiences in our life. However, I never cried on those negative experiences of my life. I took it in a very positive way, that thanks that I got these experiences of my life. Now I know that how am I not supposed to behave with other people,
Correct.
right?
Absolutely.
And what could be the possibilities. So that's I always took that as a learning experience,
Correct.
and I felt that okay, that's adding value to me to become
Right.
more a stronger person, stronger human being. And
Correct.
so probably it never hampered me or troubled me so much in my life.
Correct. Correct.
So
Absolutely. Excellent.
yeah.
And that's what matters, right? I mean, you need to give back what you got.
Yeah, how you handle those situations, that's
Correct.
more important. And what is the learning from those situations, so that uh, next time you are prepared.
Correct. Absolutely. Right. So before I get into the next question, all those watching us online, if you have any questions for Nishigandha, you can ask your questions now. I'll give you a minute. Okay. So Irfan says inspiration. We give them maybe another minute.
Sure.
All right. So people can think about their questions, and if they post it, I will definitely flash it on the screen. Until then, I'll move to my next question, which is, we've kind of spoken about the trends for the next 3 to 5 years with respect to the industry. But what's your vision for your personal and professional growth over the next 3 to 5 years, especially in terms of influencing positive change within the HR industry?
Uh, so if you will ask me, what is my goal in the life? Uh, Actually, it's nothing related to that I want to become a CHRO of a larger organization or something of that sort. It's not there. As I have written my personal mission that I want to give back to the society, that's my actually a complete focus.
Absolutely.
When 2015, I told you that that life-changing moment happened when my coach asked me this question. Actually, he had given me a task that he asked me to write a letter to him from future,
Oh, nice.
and where do I see myself, what all, so in detail. And you won't believe that I had written a letter which said that I am sitting at a bank of a river, uh, which is around surrounded by the nature, and there is a small school and all, and actually I am working with those kids, or the specially able kids, for their journey, and I'm enjoying that life kind of. Somewhere my coach asked me that it's a very beautiful thought and it's a very noble thought, but for that you need money, and for that you need to make yourself able to create something like that. And that's where my this entire journey started. He helped me plan all these things. So if you'll ask me, for me, in next 3 to 5 years, yes, adding a lot of technical skills to my portfolio. That is something which is there in back of the mind. uh, if it is possible, I would love to pursue my PhD, which is long pending thing. And the professional front, yes, I have recently joined this organization, and I feel that there is a lot to be done, and I'm very happy that I have got the open canvas, and thanks to Neil and Karan, who are the leaders of the organization,
Right.
they're giving me that freedom to paint my canvas the way I want. So there is a lot to be done, and I'm super excited for that. So obviously, my next 3 to 5 years, they are going to be invested in
Correct.
painting this
Correct.
canvas. And again, about this organization, also what I liked is we work with more than 8,000 contract farmers.
Oh, wow.
So we are doing a lot, to build those connects, relations,
Correct.
and
Correct.
that's something again a great motivation for me,
Right.
that we
Right.
are able to contribute, give back to the society, and
Correct.
work together.
Correct. Absolutely. Excellent. So based on whatever you've kind of shared, right? Uh, it's pretty evident that you're someone who keeps moving ahead in life, by being aware of your own fears.
Yes.
And I'm sure you'll agree that fear of judgment and failure can be daunting. And while you've said that you give your team the free hand, the leeway. Uh, So how do you, what are the steps? What is it that you do exactly to empower your team and individuals to overcome their fears?
Sure. So, Akshay, the way I had earlier also mentioned, uh, I definitely ensure that I will work very closely with my team. I
Correct.
tell them that, okay, this is the plan. Whoever wants to pick up whichever project, please pick up. Even if you do not know, but you feel that, that's very interesting and you would want to explore, you would want to
Correct.
do it, please pick it up. Once they pick up the project, I ensure that I will spend time one on one with them to, help them to understand what all is required. Then probably if they want to learn something, I guide them on those tools and techniques, or assign the mentors who can actually train them.
Correct. Correct.
And I always create that confidence in the people that I'm around. Whenever wherever you feel that you are not able to handle, you feel that you will fail, it's okay, I'm there, and
Right.
together we will be able to sell through.
Correct.
So that confidence, that cushion, I always try to build in my team members, that they should not be fearful of anything. Means if till the time they are not doing anything wrong, they are true to their heart and they are not harming any individual, I'm there with them, right? And together we will do it, even if, like, few things, if even if I'm not aware of, together we will learn and we will ensure that we are, completing the project. So
Correct.
that's something, always my focus, because I feel that unless and until we will, jump into it, we will not be able to swim. So we should.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. Excellent. And I think that's what is needed, right?
Yes.
Just believing in yourself and okay, just keep moving ahead.
Yes.
Now, there's one question that I keep asking, throughout these leadership narratives about mentors and sources of inspiration. But in your case, I believe you've already mentioned, about your father and a coach. Uh, so if there's anything else that you want to share about them, you could do that. Or
Okay, so very quickly, I would want to mention a couple of names. That's
sure,
one, Mr. Suresh Samu. He's a very senior HR professional. He was CHRO at Reliance Communication.
right,
Being a perfectionist, I learned a lot from him, that, about the drafting, managing the situations, managing stakeholders. Beautiful learning.
excellent,
Mr. Ramesh Menon, when I moved to, business team, he was the business head, and very patiently, very nicely, he used to explain my questions. Now I feel that, those were the stupid questions, but then
correct,
very patiently he used to explain. Mr. Mitash Chatterjee, who was our sales head, who literally taught me business, by taking me on the sales visit, beat planning, everything. So I
right,
learned business from these two guys. Mr.
excellent,
Pramod Godhi was my coach. Um, and I guess, yeah, and Mr. Pushpita Shanai, who was, our CEO at Lakme. Again, he gave me that lot of freedom to think creatively, do a lot of initiatives and all. So that's, I these are the few names I really want to mention.
excellent, excellent. Yeah, and I think that's what helps, right? I mean,
Yes,
finding the right mentor and the ability to kind of inculcate their learnings and
yes,
passing it down to people. So
yes,
that's
yes,
excellent.
absolutely.
Right. So Myresh has a message for you. Three things I could relate to. The giving freedom part, the person having skills of AI will survive, and we should be open to learning from the new generation. Very inspiring. You are a true leader.
Thanks a lot, Mayresh.
Excellent. And with that, we come to my last and final question, which is, finally, maybe the before we sign off, any inspirational message for our viewers before we kind of end this live talk?
Oh, okay. Um, to be very honest, Akshay, I keep on getting inspiration from a lot of people in my day to day life, looking at my, housemaid who is like, doing everything so perfectionally, every day, and creating a great opportunity for her kids to have the better life in future.
Correct. Correct.
But then if it comes to me, then yes, I firmly believe that nothing is impossible.
Absolutely.
At any given point of time, if you want to do something, you just need to believe in yourself. You just need to decide that yes, I want to do it.
Correct.
Manifestation helps a lot. Writing down your goals,
Correct.
creating those milestones, taking help from your leaders, mentors, that's very important. Learning agility, open to learn, that is again, very important. I'll just tell you that, if a
Well,
17-year-old girl who was about to lose their life, who is sitting in front of you right now,
right.
being a HR leader,
Right.
anything is possible in
Everything
this
is
world.
possible.
So
Excellent.
please believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and just, walk that mile towards your goal. That's all.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Nishigandha. It's truly been an inspirational chat today, and thank you for your time despite
Thanks.
a busy schedule today. Right?
Thanks a lot, Akshay. Thanks for,
Right,
inviting me on this forum.
right.
It means a lot. Thanks.
And what stayed with me, Mairesh mentioned, is obviously for hope. Hope is everything, right?
Yes,
Hope is
absolutely.
magic. Being learning intensive. The ability to connect the dots is what I'm getting, because you're able to connect the dots, and writing down your personal mission, personal goals, and believing in your capabilities of walking on your path. That's what
And
I'm
also
kind of
practice
getting.
gratitude.
Oh yeah, practicing gratitude. Right?
Yes.
Excellent. So thank you very much for all your words of wisdom. Thank you once again for your time.
Thanks, Akshay. Thanks a lot. And I wish all of you a great life ahead. Thank you.
Yes, you
Thanks a lot.
too. So all those watching us and live now and later, the link will be available on LinkedIn. I'll be sharing it. So and if there are any questions, feel free to reach out to Nishigandha. You can follow her on LinkedIn. Right?
Thanks.
All right, and all the best. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Akshay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Have a
And with
nice
that,
weekend ahead.
you too. And with that, we end this stream. Now.